This is Paul Wasberg with the Inside Reel. I'm here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando. We're here to celebrate the release of the DVD and Blu-ray of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'm going to talk with the cast and crew about this incredible franchise, the history of the films, and also the legacy that this film's going to leave behind, just like this theme park right here. We're also going to be talking to the stars on the red carpet later.
Pier totum locomotor. Hogwarts is threatened. Man the boundaries, protect us. Do your duty to our school.
I mean, I'll always be kind of really proud to be a part of this. It's been such a huge part of my life. And it's been very strange, actually, kind of, when we finished I think it's nearly 2 years ago since we finished filming. And and then we came here, like, a few days after, and it was quite emotional, really, to see kind of what they created and just walking around this place. It's just the details, and it's just amazing. It's going to keep it kind of living on.
You know, I'm proud of the films, and I'm proud of the fact that we delivered Joe's stories in a way that kept, you know, the movies popular. When I joined the series with Order of the Phoenix, I was always terrified I'd be the director who would drop the ball. You know, that was it's a scary prospect, taking on something that's so huge and popular. And I think the thing I'm proudest of is growing up the movies, making them a little bit more intense, making them a little darker, making them more emotional. That's what I wanted to bring to the franchise. I wanted to make them more like grown-up movies than kids' movies, and that was my approach with them and my ambition for them.
Coming this spring, you can truly be part of Harry Potter's world, where magic becomes real and excitement awaits at every turn. Explore the wizarding world of Harry Potter. A world of magical new adventures only at Universal Orlando Resort, where you can be courageous, be outrageous, be extraordinary.
I'm here at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for the DVD and Blu-ray premiere of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'm going to be talking with the cast and the crew amongst all of these fans. Coming soon.
I think I'm very proud of the craftsmanship of the British film industry. You know, the amazing men and women who work tirelessly behind the scenes that never get the credit and never get to walk the carpet like we do. I think people need to appreciate what they did, and you know, I'm immensely proud to have been part of the whole thing.
We always get this really amazing support and enthusiasm, and it's really cool because you don't get this everywhere, and I think when we all go on to do other films it won't be like this because everyone just loves the Harry Potter unit and they like us in our roles, so it's cool.
The thing I'm most proud of is the way they've turned out. That sounds like a very general thing to say, but I mean, the way it's inspired this kind of reaction. I mean, the people who come every time to the premieres, now for the release of the DVD, I mean, you see how much it means to people. And I think that's a dangerous place to be in with a book that's so loved, to make a film of it, because, you know, you can get things wrong. But I mean, the response you get at every premiere, every time people say, you know, I love the films, people are so enthusiastic. I think that's the thing I'm most proud of, that you know, obviously we did something right and we all contributed in our little way.
I totally agree with Alfie there. Like, I'm just so proud that people are able to look up to us now as well, which is pretty strange. Like, you know, I'm just a normal Irish little boy, you know, and people are like, oh my God, it's Devon Murray out of Harry Potter, and it's just so cool. And like, you've got little kids saying, oh my God, can you give me advice? Like, I want to be an actor. So it's great to be able to tell them like little bits that you've got over the years, like, you know, so it's pretty cool.
Acting's a very childlike job. You just have to, you know, it's actually a very simple job. It's just hard to do. You just have to be that person, that character, in that situation, with their needs, their fears, and their hopes. And you watch these young people who could do it every bit as well as the, you know, knights of the realm, because it's just about being in the moment. Nothing. One of the reasons I've always loved it, nothing you bring with you, none of your status, none of it counts. It's like being a great sports person. You can either get the ball in the hooper, you can't. And there's no such thing as acting on a sliding scale. You're just there, or you're not there. And if you're there, then you're fully there. And these sets, as much fun as they were, when they said action, we made it as real as we possibly could. And I think the more other people bring their best game, the easier it is to do your own.
It's even more real than being on set, you know, because we have the cameras and the crew and everything else and the props, and they get all taken away at the end of the day. But with something like this, it's always going to be here, and it's going to continue kind of building, because I've heard they're going to do kind of more rides and stuff in the future. So I'm definitely going to be back.
Even though we've stopped making the films, I don't think the idea will ever die. I think everybody will, as long as there's film, as long as people are watching movies, they're gonna have a lot of love for what everybody's done for these films. I don't think anything's finished. I think it's quite amazing that we finished filming a year ago, the movies come out, but still people are excited about all of this.
Filled with hours of extra features.
Wicked!
Sit in on a rare and personal conversation between Daniel Radcliffe and J.K. Rowling.
I had said from the very first, I want them to grow up, and it will get darker and it will get scarier.
Hold on!
Reducto!
Explore the movie production with the cast as they reveal their experiences making the final film.
I've always enjoyed working with Alan. He's one of the actors that always challenged me most.
I literally walked on set and they just told me what I had to do. No warning at all.
I realise how, you know, it's imagination. She's created this. She's created absolutely everything. And that's so inspiring to think that she could do that. And I really feel like being part of it and seeing these things come to life and seeing the craftsmanship with the films and the dedication and the crew and the work ethic and everything. It's just been a hugely beneficial experience for me to realise that, you know, stuff can get done and stuff can be good, and it's so creative, everything that's gone on. I just feel I can't describe what I've learned. I've been in awe of everything.
Well, the Weasleys are kind of, there's never any discussion between Molly and Arthur about whether they're doing the right thing to commit their entire family to what could be annihilation. And I think there's an unspoken heroism. Well, there's heroism there, but there's an unspoken thing, which is that they just assume, and so do all their children, apart from the slight problem with Percy. With Percy, yeah. They assume that that's what they're going to do, and that there's something very glorious about that.
What Warner's did with us as filmmakers is they were incredibly generous. They allowed us the time and the money to pour such detail into these movies. Nothing was ever skimped or cut in terms of budgets. We were allowed to indulge and to do things to the highest quality. And I think that shows on screen, and I think audiences appreciate that. And walking around this park, I think here, you know, they've done the same thing. Everything's so beautifully done, you know, and the attention to detail everywhere is amazing.
I was always a huge fan of the books, and I think it's all really down to Jo, really. What she created with those books, and how it kind of, I mean, none of us knew what these films how they would go down, really. I think I didn't really expect this to be talking about like the eighth film. Yeah. It's kind of crazy the way it's kind of developed over the years, and I don't know. It's been amazing.
This is Paul Wasberg. I had an amazing time at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I talked to the cast, I talked to the crew, I rode the rides, I had a great experience. Go and get Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 on Blu-ray and DVD.
Harry? No! What are you doing here? Harry Potter. The boy who lived. Come to